What a day. I'm Janet Miller Haynes, and I'm privileged to be the chair of the board of Northern Stage. On behalf of the board, welcome and thank you for joining us in this most special occasion. The performing arts are no stranger to White River Junction. Back in 1920, D.W. Griffith was here filming, Way Down East, an American silent romantic drama starring Lillian Gish. The ice flow sequence was filmed in the White River. The ice needed to be sawed or dynamited before filming could be done. At one point, Griffith's face froze, and since there were no stunt doubles, Lillian Gish had to perform her own stunts. At one point, her hair froze, and she lost touch in her fingers. This hardly depicts the means by which the performing arts have continued in the Upper Valley. Pentangle, Parish Players, NCCT, the New London Barn Playhouse, among others, came on the scene. Right here in White River Junction, River City Arts picked up the mantle and continued the tradition of live theater. In 1987, Brooke Jardelli and her mother founded Northern Stage. Other names need to be mentioned as we look back at our heritage. They include Molly Shy, Genia Allison, Mary Doyle, the two Freds, David and Bonnie Briggs, and Peggy Adams. My point here is not to try to name everyone who's part of our heritage, but rather to give you a sense of the tradition we carry on. We are simply the next iteration of fabulous live theater in this area. The impetus for this most recent chapter in our history happened in February of last year, when Stuart Johnson and I discussed with Carol Dunn the possibility that she would become our artistic director. To say that meeting unleashed a series of events that suggested our stars had indeed aligned would be an understatement. Fast forward the tape, and here we are, 18 months later, with the right personnel in place, 78% of our funding accomplished, and patrons that let us know each and every day we want a new theater. Getting here has not been easy. It's taken the effort of many on both sides of the footlights to get us here. The artists who have worked hard and are working with us today in so many capacities, bringing their talents to the Upper Valley and bringing incredible theater to our own backyard. Designers, actors, technicians, playwrights, directors, seamstresses, electricians, stage managers, and carpenters. We would not exist without you. The staff, whose work provides support for what we see on stage, and without whom none of this would be possible. Box office personnel, company and fiscal managers, development officers, marketing managers, sales directors, and educators. We could not do it without you. The community leaders who welcomed us to White River Junction in the 80s and who continue to ensure that this organization can continue to work in the community. From the firemen, policemen, and city administrators who answer questions and work with us to keep our audiences safe, to the select board, city staff, and commissioners who help guide our design review process for our new home. We could not do it without you. The volunteers, from the backstagers, the ushers, to people who help in the costume and seam shops, to the community advisors who serve on committees, and our incredible board of directors, past and current. You give your time, your energy, your talents, your treasure, and most of all, your love. We would not exist without you. The area businesses and media partners in Producer Circle that have supported our programs, because you too have a mission to ensure high quality of life in the region. Banks, restaurants, hotels, small businesses, and multinational corporations. We couldn't do it without you. Our audiences, students, patrons, visitors, subscribers. Without you, it's a rehearsal. We couldn't do it without you. Our new friends, the architects, engineers, designers, staff, and consultants of Breadloaf Corporation, Theater Projects, Acoustics. You've taken our hopeful idea of a new home and brought it to a page as a concept, and then a plan. We'll now pass the designs on to the demolition teams, construction workers, project managers, engineers, all bringing those plans into reality. Your talent is made manifest in this beautiful new theater we are creating together. We would not be here without you. And our donors. We have called upon foundations and individual philanthropists to support our operations and underwrite special programs, like our student matinees, to continue to contribute to the annual fund, become members of the Director's Circle, and now to play a role in creating a bright future by contributing to the campaign for Northern Stage. And you have answered the call, allowing the company to grow, to prosper, and to continue to provide excellent programs and productions while keeping ticket prices affordable. We couldn't do it without you. And the often not mentioned trailing spouses. We could not do it. Could not do it without you. All these myriad groups make up the Northern Stage family. Our history is aglow with these shining examples of artistry, generosity, and enthusiasm. And our future is bright because of you. We all are Northern Stage. You all know that this is a $9 million campaign to build a new theater and to forge a strong financial foundation for Northern Stage. After only 6 months of fundraising, we are already at over $7 million in pledges and cash in hand. So many of you have stepped forward with your support and brought us to this momentous point. As I think about it, less than 1 year from now, walking into this new theater, I will have a smile on my heart as I think about what it's taken to make this all happen, this long-held dream to become a reality. I'll see your names listed on a donor wall, memorialized on seats and on pavers, and displayed in specific rooms and areas honoring the gifts you have given. The Rush Family Lobby, the Holleran Kitchen, the Allard Swift Bar, the Byrne Auditorium. And I'm honored to announce today that when you walk through the doors of this new building, you will be entering the Barrett Center for the Arts. A day indeed. And now it is my privilege to introduce Carol Dunn, Artistic Director of Northern Stage.
Beautifully done, Janet. It makes me just want to take my speech. I just go like that. Sometimes you have to go out on a limb, right, everybody? So I think we all share that feeling when last February we came together, looked each other in the eye, the board at a board meeting, and some heated private meetings. Can we build a new home for Northern Stage? And look at us now. We've gone out on a limb. And we've gone out on a limb because of every single person in this room. I'm absolutely bowled over right now by your faces. There is so much history in this room of people who have given so much to the arts and to theater in White River Junction. Every single person that I came and hugged in here has a story. And it's because of you that I'm a relative newcomer that I'm standing here celebrating the beginning of something so extraordinary. In the American theater, we don't build theaters very often. We close theaters all the time because modern culture has a lot of distraction. There are a lot of people who are not given the gift of theater when they're young, so they don't know to love it like we all do. And so everybody standing here is a part of really a miracle of building a new home for a theater in a fairly rural, small area that has an incredible impact on everyone that comes into contact with it. So I have such gratitude as I look at all of you, and I see the care and the love that you have and have had for this institution. And as an artist who has been supported by you as an actress on stage here for years and years, and now as your artistic director, I want to speak for the company, all of who seem to be hiding. I don't know why we're shy today, guys. Thank you for believing in us and for giving us a home in which to practice the art that we believe in so passionately. We thank you for your vision. We thank you for your generosity. We thank you for bringing all of us here today. So can the staff members and company members of Northern Stage give a huge round of applause, please? But there is hardly a day at Northern Stage that that a volunteer or a board member or a donor does not stop by and just want to have a cup of coffee and talk about how we're doing and challenge us and argue with us and guide us, and it's fantastic, and we're grateful for that. I also want to give a huge thanks to the company. I don't think you all would have gone out on a limb like this if you didn't believe in this group of artists who have become Northern Stage. We have artists, administrators, production staff who've been here for years and years, and we have some of us who've been here, for a month. We have a strong team. We have a remarkable team, and I am honored to work with all of you every day. And if we did not have a company like this, we wouldn't have a story to tell, and it's the story that guides the entire organization. So I think I speak also for audience members, and I ask you all if you'd give a huge round of applause to our artists and our administrators who work so tirelessly here, from vacuuming up, old programs from last season as we were doing last Wednesday night, to designing the most beautiful costumes you've ever seen, to keeping track of everybody who comes in and out of our doors, and making sure that everybody's experience with Northern Stage is personal and meaningful. So a huge round of applause, hopefully, for our man in purple. Eric Bunge? Where is he? The man in purple. So Eric Bunge, about a year ago, kept saying, "What do you think about the new theater? Do you have some ideas about it? What's going on?" Eric, I don't know. I'm just trying to get through the day. Eric, what's the design? What's the concept? What's the scheme? Eric pushed and pushed and pushed, and I am so grateful because he knew that we had to carpe diem and that the time was now for Northern Stage's future. And you are an incredible partner in crime. I'm so glad you've come here. And you are one of the most stubborn people I've ever met. And God bless you. Thank you, Eric Bunge. I can't wait to see you boss everybody around for the next year. The last thing I just want to talk about is our sense of mission. The mission of Northern Stage is to entertain, to enlighten, to enhance the lives of everybody who comes into contact with this company. We take this mission so seriously. We don't sleep at night thinking about this mission. We do not take a single day for granted, because being able to produce theater is an incredible, incredible dream come true for all of us. And that sense of mission is heightened by being given the opportunity of having a new home. Because not only can we create the best work possible, but when you all come and when our students come in school groups and they come and see a production of an Arthur Miller play or a Shakespeare play, they're going to walk into a door that makes them feel like what they are about to experience is special and is different and is worth taking time out from our ridiculously crazy lives to embrace and to enjoy. Our new home is going to lift us all up and make that mission more powerful. And we thank you all for that. George Seurat, the surrealist painter, okay, I'm in a Sondheim mood lately, but in the musical Sunday in the Park with George, there's a wonderful quote at the end of that play, and a character is talking about George Seurat, who was known for all of his points of color, and all of the points of color that come together to create a beautiful painting. His favorite color was white, a blank page or canvas, his very favorite, so many possibilities. We are tearing down this garage that has outlived its purpose, and we are starting with a blank page or canvas. And we are going to take our first step into what is so many possibilities. I want you all to close your eyes. I'm going to do a little acting exercise with you. I know, I have to be groovy because I'm an artist. And then Eric, and then we want to have that little gift of, yes. You ready, Olivia, afterwards? Okay, so would everybody please bear with me? I'm an acting teacher, and close your eyes for a moment. And I want you to imagine right now that you are walking up the steps to the Briggs Opera House, and you're going up the staircase into this incredible home that so many performances have been performed in over the years. And I want you to see that box office and see the doors, those doors that are closed up until about half hour. And I want you to feel that feeling when you see an usher opening the door and it's time that you're allowed to go inside. I want you to picture sitting in your seat at the Briggs Opera House. And I want you to remember one of your favorite moments of sitting in that theater. Was it a particular melody? Was it a particular scene? Was it one actor who made you think, I am so lucky to be here right now? And I want you to imagine in your mind's eye, you get up from your seat, and you walk out of the opera house, and you just give some gratitude in your mind for the home that we've had for so many years. And I want to propel you to a year from now when this blank page has become this building that so many people have dreamed of and put so much work into. I want you to picture getting out of your car at ground level and walking in. I want you to picture me behind the bar serving Chardonnay as you arrive. I want you to hear music in the lobby. I want you to go in through the VAM into this beautiful new space and find your seat and see that you can get to your seat without falling over anyone, and that there's nobody's head in front of you. I want you to picture one of Mike Rozelle's beautiful painted floors, only now you can see it 3 times better because you're up above it. I want you to picture our beautiful lighting designers' work now with height and greatness added to the view. And I want you to dream of what you hope to see in this incredible new space. And we can open our eyes now and keep memories now of what you've imagined so that next year, when we go into our new space, we can share what we were dreaming of today. I want to ask Olivia. There's no voiceover with this, so I'm just going to let you look.
to the theater.
Thank you all. Eric Bunge, Mr. Hard-Headed Hard Hat, is going to come up here and begin the process of, we're going to write on the walls, is that?
I think so.
Okay, okay, come on up.
I don't know where you get this idea that I'm stubborn. Just because no is a long way around to yes for me doesn't mean I'm stubborn. I don't get that. So Amanda Rayfuse gave me this piece of paper here, and the idea is that we have markers, and anybody who would like to, please grab a marker in a few minutes and write something on this wall that acknowledges either your hopes and dreams or your existence in this world. Put your mark on this wall. And we will take a photograph of it, and we will do something with that photograph at some time. But rather than having sledgehammers, and then hard hats, and then goggles, and then liability insurance, and rather than trying to dig up a section of this floor, and then we have the shovels here, so that's symbolic. If you'd like to take the shovel and hold it, that would be great. But we felt that this would be a different kind of groundbreaking, a different way to put our mark on this very, very special day. And it's a little intimidating, even for me, who I am an actor as well, to stand in front of all of you and see your wonderful faces. And I hope what you see reflected in my face is the absolute, I guess, gratitude for your faith, for your confidence, for your persistence in goading us into keeping on and this dream of having a new home for Northern Stage in White River Junction. I think this is just the tip of the iceberg for this community and the surrounding area. And I think that we'll see the ripple effect of what we're about to start today over the course of the next years and decades. And we may not be around to see it all happen. Some things have to happen after we die. They really do. But I thank you, and I hope you see reflected in my face the absolute joy. If I could smile any wider, it would crack my face wide open. It's a very special day. We would like to have a few people assemble. Yeah, am I doing something wrong?
No, you're doing something right.
Okay. I have the glasses for
I have the
this.
markers.
So we'd like to have representatives of some different committees and different parts of the company come up for a photograph. We'd like to have Rick and Linda Rush come up representing the Campaign for Northern Stage co-chairs, Rick and Linda Rush, and Sin and Ray Barrett. On behalf of the building committee, we would like the building committee chair, Stuart Johnson, who's also a longtime chair of the board of directors. On behalf of the board of directors, the current board of directors, please, our chair of the board, Janet Miller-Haynes. On behalf of the leadership team, our artistic director, Carol Dunn. On behalf of the team of architects, designers, planners, and consultants, please, Jim Polhurst. On behalf of the staff, Laurel P. Denny. She's going to kill me because I didn't tell her about this ahead of time, because if I did, she would have been gone. So On behalf of the artists of Northern States, please, Michael Rozelle. David, Bonnie's not here? I would like to have David Briggs come up and be a part of this group as well for all of his and his family's incredible support over the years for providing the home that we have had for all of these years. David, please. On behalf of the town of Hartford, I know that Ken Parker is in the audience as a select board and Matt Busey as a select board person. Are there any other select board members? Please, come up, all three of you. We'll take a photograph, and then we will let them write on the wall, and then we can all come up and write on the wall.
Okay, I'm a director. This picture's not good. Let's smush together. Let's smush together. Let's get rid of this. We'll do a few levels, and maybe everybody takes their pen out, like we're gonna do graffiti or something. Okay, we'll be artistic. We're gonna be artistic, right, guys? We'll take a dignified one later. Okay, we're looking at Heidi, right in front of Heidi. Jason over there. Cheese. Okay, and let's put our pens away and have a dignified photo. How's that? Is that possible? What does that mean? It's where we realize we still have 2 million to raise. That's the one. That's the one. That's dignified. Oh, turn to our right.
Okay, you're right. You're right.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, we invite you to also make your mark on this wall, and afterwards to please join us upstairs if you are able to for a light luncheon. And for those of you with tickets to the afternoon matinee, we will make sure that you are taken care of. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for everything.